Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting. I appreciate you being here at the channel today. And for you folks that are new to the channel, for you folks that are just now finding us, please hit that subscribe button, please hit that like button. I appreciate it. And to learn more about me and to learn more about my company, please check out the links below. There's numerous opportunities in the links below of different ways and different opportunities you can take advantage of to help grow your business, starting immediately. So with that said, let's get into our topic today, and it's 10 survival tips for gym owners. 10 survival tips for gym owners. What can you do to survive and advance and grow your business? So number one on our list is you want to nurture your brand advocates. You want to nurture your brand advocates. And what I mean here is, you have happy and loyal customers, and they're willing to spread the news. Okay, they're willing to spread the news. And so by nurture, we want to help maintain interest and help maintain desire. That's how I define nurture. So we want to nurture these brand advocates. And I'll give you a quick example. I know when I go into an on-site and we're doing a gym turnaround, one of the things that I always want to be able to do, I kind of define it as that bell cow. We call it that brand advocate. Inside that gym, I start, well, who's the bell cow here? Who's that member that has all the influence? Who's that member that if I win over, okay, I'm really going to win over everybody else? And because I want to nurture those kind of folks, because they're going to tell more people, they're going to spread the news, they're going to spread the good word. Okay, so nurture your brand advocates. Number two, you want to adopt agility as part of your culture. Adopt agility as part of your culture. What I mean by this is you want to be prepared for anything. Okay, pretty simple, right? Be prepared for anything. We don't want our success to be optional. We're going to hit our numbers. I recall a number of years ago back owning clubs, and we had done a big campaign. We brought some celebrities in, had a lot of success with it. And another group across the country, they saw what we had done. They wanted to do the same thing, and so they did. They signed up for it. And I'll never forget talking to the person that was overseeing it, and she was saying, yeah, some things went wrong on it that didn't go quite like they'd wanted. And I said, well, what are you going to do? How are you going to handle that? And her answer was, she goes, Jim, I don't really know just yet, but I can promise you this, we're going to make it work. I thought, well, fair enough. I love that attitude. And so adopt agility as part of your culture. We're prepared for anything, and we can handle it. We're going to come up with a solution. Number three, use targeted social media advertising. Okay, and really, targeted advertising on social media, that really is your number one benefit. Okay, of social media marketing, from my standpoint. Okay, use targeted social media. Decide who you're going to go after. Okay, and that's who you're marketing to. Don't just, hey, we're here for everybody. Decide who it is, target those folks, and that's who you're going to market to. Number four, diversify the markets that you serve. Okay, diversify the markets. And the thing that I always like to talk about when we talk about diversified markets is, perhaps look at an uncontested market space. Because in most markets, you've got about 20% of your audience is expected to be a member, and that's who most everyone is marketing to. What about the other 80% that just doesn't feel comfortable? They don't feel confident, okay, to want to come in. But start thinking about marketing to an uncontested market space. Start to diversify your markets, okay? And this will lessen the competition, because if no one else is going after them, they're yours. So diversify your markets. Consider going after what I would call an uncontested market space. Number five, we want to automate our business processes. We want to automate things that are eating up our time, okay? And we don't want to take the human element out of this, but what can we do to automate our processes that are eating up our time? I'll give you some examples, okay? If someone calls me, okay, they will, voicemail will pick up if I don't, okay? My system will recognize them. Okay, if you're in the system, it'll recognize you by name, but you will get a greeting, you'll leave a message, it'll transcribe it for me, and then automatically send you back a text message. Okay, a lot happening right there. If you send an email to somebody, okay, can you see if that's been opened? Okay, you send an email to someone, they don't open it. Is it being automatically, resent? Start looking at how can you use automation on things that eat up our time. Okay, drip campaigns to brand new members, drip campaigns to regular members, drip campaigns to members that have become inactive. So what can we do to automate this process? Again, I want to caution against taking the human element out of it, but things that are chewing up your time, we want to get this automated, or at the very least, probably want to get it delegated. Okay, number 6, we want to set up subscription paid services as much as we can. And certainly, your membership program, that's a subscription based service. I mean, that is a subscription. They've got a subscription to your gym, to come in and work out, monthly dues. Okay, perfect. That's what you want. And there's some that don't still, okay, but if you don't, we want to suggest that you do. But subscription based. Personal training, is this subscription based? Okay, supplements, are you selling supplements? Is this subscription based? Okay, retail, is it subscription based? And some of this doesn't have to be every month you're delivering things. It could be, a person could pay a monthly fee of $10 a month, and that gets them a 20% discount card in the pro shop. So instead of maybe delivering product every month in a retail sense, that dollar per month, that subscription base per month, gets you a discount in retail. But look at more of the subscription-based programs you can get, the better. And if you're comfortable with it, if it feels good for you, and you can make it good for your customer, think about commitments, 12-month commitments, 24-month commitments. These companies that advertise and market, join now, no commitment. Just think, when's the last time anybody got results at anything without making a commitment? So, look at your subscription-based programs. Number 7, ask for feedback. Feedback from your customers, feedback from mentors, from your attorney, from your accountant. Get feedback from everybody. The more you can learn, the better. Okay, and there's every chance maybe somebody else is right and you're not. But listen up. Okay, but always ask for feedback. Don't just get isolated and really become paralyzed on this. So always be asking for feedback. You want to be better than the competition. Okay, of course, right? And what I would suggest you do is really, dive in, check out your competition at all levels. What are they doing well? What are they not so doing well? What can you do that they're not doing? And in the kind of the bigger picture of things, when you look at all your competition, what can you bring to the marketplace that nobody else is doing? What can be your single biggest advantage here? Because that point of differentiation, if you really hit that one and hit it hard, honestly, you eliminate your competition because there's no one else doing what you're doing. So really beat your competition, understand what you can do better or what you can do that no one else is even doing to make yourself different, to take yourself to that whole new level in your marketplace. And then number 10, this is kind of along the same lines of asking for feedback, is listen. Listen. There's a lot of smart people out there. Listen. What can you learn? I know for me, as a gym owner in the past, man, I would talk to as many people as I could, and I'm constantly, I knew what I needed to work on, and I'm calling around. What are you doing? What are you doing? And eventually I would find someone that I kind of clicked with. They're doing something that I liked. I'd bring that back, and all of a sudden we're doing it. I know on our recruiting and hiring, we changed all of that based on what somebody else was doing. We had a complete public relations department and phone room that was generating at the time. I had 4 locations at this point, and we were doing 400 sales a month out of this program and generating thousands and thousands of leads. I learned that from somebody else, okay, by listening. I mean, literally flying out and spending a week with them sometimes. So, listen up and be out there, be on that search for knowledge. And then I'll wrap up with one more here, is don't charge less for your product. If anything, charge more. and give more value. The thing you want to remember here is that when value exceeds price, people will buy. And one of the biggest mistakes folks make, well, I need to lower the price. I'd rather see you increase the value. Okay, so 10 survival tips for gym owners. Take a look at them. Where do you fit in here? How are we doing on each one of these? Take a look. Make sure you're working on each one of them on a daily basis. Make it part of your business plan. Make it part of your plan of action. To get the results that you're looking for. So, folks, appreciate you being here today. My name's Jim Thomas, and I look forward to seeing you all in that next video.